day I had my stroke, that morning I was preparing to go to work. Kind of a typical morning at our house. However, my husband was out of town. Jack, being a college student, was at WLC. My daughter Katie was home. She was in her bedroom listening to music with her headphones on, and I was preparing for my day. I was going to go to work, and I started feeling a little bit strange. And I looked at my hands, I examined myself, like, was something wrong? Maybe I have a pinched nerve. Maybe I'm just not feeling good today. So now I'm starting to slow down a little bit, and I'm like, maybe I'm not going to work today. Maybe something's not right.
I had just woken up and I was just laying in my bed, kind of just watching some Netflix, and then my mom walked in. She looked really panicked and freaked out, and she started talking to me, and I didn't really understand what she was saying, so I took off my headphones and everything, thinking, oh, maybe it's just the audio playing in the background, I just can't understand what she's saying. And when I took them off again, I realized her speech is just completely messed up, not even a word that was real.
As I tried to communicate with Katie is where my speech was completely jumbled. At that point, Katie jumps out of bed and says, "What's wrong with you?"
I was kind of thinking back to just the prior day when my teacher had told a story about one of her friends and how they had a mixed up speech, and she's like, oh, maybe she's having a stroke. I just thought about that story and applied it to my mom when she was doing that, and I thought, oh, maybe she's having a stroke.
We only had 5 minutes left of class, and I debated sharing the story. I talked about the stroke, but I really wanted to tell a story that really would catch their attention and make it real. And the fact that Katie grasped that, and really it triggered that this could be happening. I was super proud of Katie. Perfect. I mean, she just did a perfect job. Really proud of her.
Because before I was just one of her students, and it was just kind of the teacher kind of relationship that you have. But now that she's helped me save my mom's life, it's different because we're able to look back at that and be like, we did this together. That's what we did. I don't know. It's just a really special connection.
Katie, she was great. If Katie had not have been there and just learned about this in science class 2 days prior to me having a stroke, I think the outcome may have been very different. This is really the true blessing in the entire day, that Katie was there and she knew the signs and she knew the symptoms. She was scared, but she still made the right choice.
One of the first times I knew she was going to be okay was actually, they had the curtain shut and we really weren't supposed to be in there. But my brother just had arrived and wanted to see what was going on, so he kind of peeked his head around the curtain oh, I know I'm not supposed to be in here, but I want to check on my mom. And my mom was just like, that's my son, Jack. And I was like, once I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, she's back, she's good. I was so happy. I was happy tears this time, not tears of panic.
The American Heart Association has done a wonderful job getting word out of signs and symptoms of strokes and letting people know how they can save someone's life.
The American Heart Association has been a support for me. It has let me know that I'm not alone. And I feel like I have a purpose. Where I'm a mom, and I'm a wife, and I'm a friend, and I'm a daughter, but I feel like I have a purpose in being able to share my story, and that has had a huge impact on my life. I am so grateful to the American Heart Association for all of the research that they're helping to fund so we can have these great outcomes.